What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. As always, I'm Steve Trezza.
I'm Ed Good.
I'm Devin Burke.
Scott Burnett.
And this is our 9th episode. For a second, I thought we were at 10.
Wait, we haven't been doing this for 9 episodes, have we?
This is our 9th Nerdcast.
Really?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Time flies, huh?
It's going to keep growing.
So, yeah, we have a busy week this week. Lots of science magic going on. In the TV universe. So, as always, we're going to talk about the television shows that we watch and you watch: Supergirl, Flash, Agent Carter, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. Then we're going to get into our top 3, which is going to be a filler for trailer talk because we didn't have any trailers this week.
The Trolls trailer came out.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Oh, it could be a segue from what we're talking about.
I didn't even realize that.
And then everyone's favorite, Awesome or Lame, which is the top news stories, and we all tell you if we think they were awesome.
Our self-proclaimed everybody's favorite.
Or lame.
Or lame. So let's get right into it with the reviews, and we'll start off with Supergirl. And Ed, you watched this week?
Not Supergirl.
I did.
All right.
I forgot. I forgot about that show, like everybody else should.
No, absolutely not.
I know Devin didn't watch because
Nope.
Devin doesn't watch.
I knew I forgot something.
Because Ed walks in, he's like,
I watched everything.
I watched everything except for Agent Carter. It's like, oh, good, all right.
Yeah, I forgot about that shithole of Supergirl.
Not watching Supergirl or Agent Carter. You guys, sexist.
I had busy plans.
Listen. The amount of time I spend on some other woman is more important than these ladies.
All right, touche.
He's married. That was creepy if you don't know that.
I mean, one is an alien,
You gotta-
one
you
is
gotta
like
preface.
from the 40s.
You gotta preface.
So, Scott, Supergirl, what did you think this week? We have kind of a Martian Manhunter type origin going on this week.
I thought it was their best episode to date.
I
I feel like you say that every time we
It's
do
getting
Nerdcast.
better.
It
It's
is
getting better.
It is getting better. You know,
I enjoyed it. I'm a big Martian Manhunter fan.
the thing is, Martian Manhunter is bringing this show up.
Yeah.
Because it's very. If he wasn't in it, it would be kind of lacking. So like,
Why didn't you just make a Martian Manhunter show then?
I don't know. That'd be hard to.
I don't know.
Hard to do. They're doing it.
Because you have too many shows already.
But I still don't like their fight choreography. It's like very up close and shaky cam because they don't have the budget to do.
And the CGI is sometimes good,
Yeah.
but it's not always good. Sometimes it's like shit.
Yeah, I think they wasted all on Martian Manhunter, which is fine. But when they film a fight scene, it's like very on the character, and you just see them smacking into each other, and one person hits the ground, and they fly up, they
Just
smack
smacking
into
each other.
Yeah. So, but as for the episode,
All right, you can stop.
I actually liked the Kara, or not Kara, the cat and her son element of it too.
Really, I disliked that.
That was
I just think he's a huge turd.
he's a tool, yes,
Turd.
but
Good choice of words.
it is the
Oh,
best
boy.
subplot that they've done. So it's the best of the worst. I don't like all the extra CBS stuff that they shove in there.
Mhm.
It's the love story between Jimmy Olsen and his girlfriend, and then Kara, and then Karen and Wynn. And this is the way they focused on Kat, and it kind of humanized Kat more, that she's not this big robot-y bitch.
Let me rephrase that. I liked the cat and her son interaction. I disliked
The son.
I disliked the son, and I disliked the potential that he has of being Kara's love interest.
Yeah, he's definitely an asshole,
Yeah.
like a big one.
He's very toolish.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like him.
Yep.
And Wynn is you gotta like Wynn.
Yeah, I want her and Wynn to get together.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen because he's friend zone.
Oh, so bad. And he, rightfully so. She stops him on the elevator. She's going down. He's like, don't try. Stop it. He just shuts her down, which is, as a person who's been friend zoned a lot in my life,
Friendzone doesn't exist.
I liked it.
I thought the best part of this episode
Devin's still in denial about that.
It doesn't exist. It's a dumb 2008 saying.
Friend zone does exist. The best part of this episode was definitely the origin story with Martian Manhunter and the flashbacks to Mars with the civil war between the White Martians and the Green Martians.
Which looked decent.
It looked pretty sweet.
For a CBS show, the completely CGI'd civil war between Green and White Martians on Mars looked pretty solid.
And we got a White Martian as the villain, which was also kind of cool.
Yeah. I don't know her name, but she was an anti-alien senator, much like...
Well,
The
was
one
it
in X-Men?
was it a woman?
Yeah. The senator?
No, the White Martian.
No, but
it transformed into a woman.
it took her. She the senator was a real lady.
Well, yes.
And then it took her form. I was saying it took the form of the
I thought you meant the White Martian.
No, I don't know.
Because I mean, it could have been a woman, but I
don't know the difference between. Yes, it's got a tendril on its head that you know it's a White Martian. Don't look at it.
Someone's gonna comment.
I know White Martians are asexual or something. I don't know.
A little tent.
Okay.
But it was cool. It was like like you didn't know which one was which. Like
yeah.
It was cool. I like that.
I like that. I thought it was a good episode, and it keeps getting better. Who knows where it'll go next week? So let's pass Supergirl now, and we're gonna get into the Flash, which I'm assuming everyone watched.
Yes, I watched it.
Okay.
Don't rush to that decision.
Thank you. So we have the Reverse Flash returns, and like I said last week, it was a one-off episode, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We have the origin of the Reverse Flash, basically. Yeah. Ed, let's start with you. What did you think of the Flash this week?
I enjoyed it. I mean, I wasn't like super excited about it, but I still enjoyed it. Like, I felt like there were a couple things in there that they weren't reaching, but they've touched on the subject of time travel so much, and every time it happens, like, I feel like they're not thinking about what they can, what changing the timeline is going to do. Like Barry has been warned numerous times about changing the timeline. Like the Flashpoint paradox was pretty much the entire first season, and then you have him do something as stupid as catch the Reverse Flash and imprison him. Like, I'm sorry, you thought that was a good idea, and then the other part was I was like, okay, how are we going to explain the whole, how did he come back if we stopped him? And Wells, explained about it like almost like it's a fixed point in time, like this is going to happen. I was okay with that explanation. I would have liked them to kind of be a little bit more mysterious about it, like maybe open up the door that when Eddie got sucked into the vortex or whatever, he didn't die.
Well, they gave a little bit of an explanation.
They gave a little bit, but they gave an explanation that I feel like was an easy way to kind of like cop out, but still allow us to predict, theorize for the future. So I enjoyed the episode. I was okay with it.
They established time's not linear because he's in the future, and now is the point where he comes back.
Right.
But about Barry.
He also talked about fixed points in time, like no matter what, like the death of Barry's mother is now a fixed point in time.
Yeah. So is him coming back,
and so is him. Yeah. That's what he was saying. Yeah. That it's this, no matter what, this is going to happen in some sense because it is part of time, part of history, and we can't necessarily change it. So I was okay with that explanation. I feel like, it gave us an easy explanation, but at the same time, like, I feel like they didn't believe it themselves. So I was okay with that.
Devin?
Pretty much everything Ed said. Like, I liked the episode. It was entertaining, but I didn't find it great.
I thought it was another on like average.
Exactly.
Which is kind of like this.
But that's the thing. Like, it brought back the Reverse Flash. I thought it was gonna be a little bit bigger. Maybe like Zoom was gonna be in it too. That way you had all three speedsters all together. But no, it was just like a simple like, oh, Reverse Flash is back. Gotta stop him. I've stopped him. Now I gotta send him back because I don't want to alter timeline. I mean,
you don't kill Cisco.
Exactly. But that's the thing. I liked how Cisco got his goggle glasses things.
Future vibes.
Exactly. Like, which is basically what he looked like in the comics.
It looks like the vibe from the comics, which is sweet.
Yeah. And also how he was disappearing, disappearing in the time stream or something like that, because he was how come was Cisco that was going back?
It's because they captured Reverse Flash.
Yeah, they captured Reverse Flash, but why was
the time?
Because he used his powers to find out. That's why he was part of that. That's right.
Something I want to go back to real quick.
Go ahead.
Because I know Scott's gonna go off on this one little thing, his entire rant, which I'm very excited to hear Scott talk about it. I also went batshit when you saw
Garrett's alternate,
and he gave him a name.
Hunter Zolomon.
I went batshit, and I was just like, why not just say, who people are? And I get it that the problem is I love how they're trying to give, they're using the iconic, opposites of Barry Allen as villains. But the problem I have is like they're trying to give one name to each individual villain when that name used to encompass multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
Reverse Flash, Professor Zoom, they are all the same person and different people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like Eobard Thawne was also Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash. Hunter Zolomon, you know, everybody that has been a Reverse Flash has also had the name Professor Zoom or there's one other name, I can't think of what it is at the moment. But so I get that they're trying to differentiate that for the viewer, but I feel like for those people that are loyal to the Flash, you sit there and you're like, all right, well, if that's not this season, I know what next season is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I like it, but I was like excited at first, but then when I thought about it, it got a little bit touchy to me. So.
Scott,
I don't think he's Zoom.
you don't think Hunter Zolomon?
No.
I think that would be too much of a softball.
I think it is too.
Like, I really think they're going to be pulling.
But that's why.
Literally.
I heard a theory today, or read a theory online that that Wells from Earth 2 created a clone of Jay Garrick because he goes against Garrick so much in Earth 2, and that clone is what became the reverse or the Zoom.
That's kind of a cop out, though.
Yeah,
I
I think
I don't know if it's true or not,
it's gonna
but it was
be-
interesting.
I think it could be Earth 1 J,
Right.
who's Hunter Zolomon, which is a weird,
I don't think it is.
But I think that gives it away right now.
Right. So
Although they did give it away that Wells was Reverse Flash
very quickly.
But they gave it away, but they kind of made it mysterious enough in season 1 where you're
And
like,
Wells
is
was-
he?
But like,
you
if you
didn't
look at
really
like
know.
Supergirl, Hank Henshaw was supposed to be, you know, like Cyborg Superman, but ended up being Martian Manhunter. So they could be pulling almost the same thing here.
But in Supergirl, he's not the real Hank Henshaw because the real Hank Henshaw was thought to be dead. So they can actually even bring the real Hank Henshaw back in, say, season 2 or 3, and then turns out he's Cyborg Superman.
So my feeling is, do I agree with you, Scott, that he is not Professor Zoom? Yes, for this season. I feel like, you know, again, this is them trying to tease it and say, hey, guess what? We've already introduced Hunter Zolomon, and we, you know, kind of just like threw him on the back burner.
I don't think they're going to do.
They're not going to do.
I don't think they're going to do a third. I mean, if they do, it's just that's just a bad idea.
But I know.
I think
but
they
I'm just
already
saying
confirmed that Gorilla Grodd season 3.
Okay.
But
Makes sense.
I'm not saying, you know, season 3. I'm not saying season 4. I'm just saying they tease it enough so that like people who are like us that, you know, are enjoying it enough to know the names and stuff like that will be like, ooh, and then they can go back to it.
Although it would be interesting if Jay Garrick from Earth 1 is trying to kill Jay Garrick from Earth 2 the whole time.
Yeah.
But then I don't know how he would get his speed in Earth 1 because
there's a lot of explaining. But that's what the Flash.
That I can kind of answer.
Can you answer it in 2 minutes or less?
Because Hunter Zolomon doesn't actually use the Speed Force. He manipulates time around his body to appear to be fast.
so he got it during the particle acceleration.
Right.
Okay, makes sense.
More almost like the
Turtle,
almost,
Right.
kind of.
Fast forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think that would just be a giveaway too quick. That's like
Right.
Hunter Zolomon, and then most people who watch The Flash would know, I think,
Mm.
who do any kind of little research, like Hunter Zolomon, boop, Professor D, type it into Google. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope they
Hey,
don't-
Zoom.
I hope they don't. I would much rather it be Earth 2 Joe.
Or Earth 2 Barry.
Earth to Barry.
I think Joe would be more of an impact because Joe's been that father figure, and he had a father figure of Wells the first season, who turned out to be a Reverse Flash, and now his father figure his whole life. Earth 2 version is an evil. Like it would just fuck him.
Right.
I know.
So
anyway.
my only other thought for that would be, I think the reason why they would go with the mind fuck of it being Earth 2 Barry is because they keep telling him that kind of like he's his own enemy, like he can make himself faster.
Either one would be a
and either way, it's yeah. So
All right, we're getting a little long-winded
Yeah.
here with the
Well,
Flash.
good. We can skip Agent Carter.
yeah.
Agent Carter, which neither Scott nor Devin have watched.
I'm sorry.
I watched it.
watched
I mean, Devin or Ed have watched. So, Scott, what did you think of Agent Carter this week?
Well, I watched it, but I didn't watch it. I was just kind of like
it was rough.
looked at it. I really, it's a hard to remember episode.
It's holding my interest more than last season.
The first 3 episodes of last season were pretty.
That's true. That is true. Yes.
I just give me a quick synopsis so I can remember it.
So they're looking. They find Agent Carter's friend again. Sorry, a little bit of a crack there. They find Agent Carter's. Remember last week when she was out with scientists?
Yeah.
And then he's not dead because Howard Stark through science magic makes that like mist that like makes him appear.
Oh yeah.
Which
I like that. Oh, I liked Howard Stark's sex car. That's what I remember from this episode, where it has like a mirror on the roof.
Maybe I should
That was the
start
last
watching
episode
this.
too, though.
No, but they went. Was that last episode?
Yeah.
Last week when they went through the sex car,
no, that was this week.
where they do all the flipping buttons.
No,
and,
no,
like, the
but-
seat falls back and like champagne pops out.
But there was a scene also in the second episode where she does the same thing. Like she hits like the like a button in the car. She went back. It's like, why is there a mirror up there?
Yeah, I think that was this week. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Probably did both.
But no, then they infiltrated like the man club, like the men's club. You know,
Yeah.
and Howard Stark brought in all the women and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to and then
Did they
Peggy
do
Carter.
that in the first season too?
I don't remember.
I remember there being a men's club.
And Peggy had to basically they found out that they were the ones involved in the FBI's or not the FBI. The FBI.
Yeah.
FBI.
Red Foreman.
Yeah.
Is involved with it, and they're like kind of involved in the whole plot that Miss Frost is dealing with.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Come back.
Well,
you know.
I don't know. What, she's getting like powers or something, like because of the mist.
Well, because of the
like
dark matter,
yeah.
not the dark matter, what's
Zero
it called?
matter.
Zero matter. It's attached to her forehead,
Yeah.
and her agent dies. That was around the ending. Remember? 'Cause
Yeah.
he's like, they want to get rid of you for some hot young Scarlet, and then she's like, I don't know. He's like, I told him to go to hell, and like she hugs him, and then like he tries to like kiss her, and then she like absorbs him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and
she's
then it
gonna be
ends.
like the Dottie of this season.
She's gonna probably be the villain. I don't know who she's supposed to be yet.
She's supposed to be Miss Madame Mask, I think.
Makes sense.
No, Madame Mask we had in Agents of Shield.
I'm almost positive she's gonna be Madame Mask.
She's not gonna be Madame Mask.
You're Googling it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's better than it was last season. It's still not really there yet. So yeah. All right. No, it's dead. I killed it. Getting right along. Arrow.
Oh, hey, Agent Carter exec reveals Madame Mask will wear her something.
Her
mask.
Anyway, you can continue. It's
Girdle.
going to be Madame Mask. She's going to be in the season.
All right, fine then. Maybe I was wrong.
Surprise, surprise.
Okay, moving on to Arrow.
Don't care.
And well, Devin didn't watch.
Up top.
I watched.
We
it.
have
Oh,
a
you did?
very
Oh.
Felicity Arrow episode this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
She comes back.
I didn't think they would go like crazy alternate goth in your head Felicity.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Again, Arrow I feel like is right on par with Flash right now. It's just kind of okay. So we start with Ed. Let's start with Scott. What do you think of Arrow this week?
I find it funny that the episode of Arrow, like 2 weeks after the Suicide Squad trailer dropped, Amanda
They killed Amanda Waller.
Waller got shot in the head.
Like, yeah,
Well, they killed Floyd Lawton.
I guess.
They killed Amanda Waller. They never brought back Harley Quinn. It makes sense. But
Waller's not
it's what?
Nothing.
She's not dead?
She's totally dead.
She got shot in the head.
Not dead.
How do you think so?
Well, once
What
the movie-
theory do you have that a bullet's gonna get sucked out of her brain?
Cyborg.
Cyborg. They bring Cyborg Waller in.
Yeah, no, that was Cyborg Waller,
I don't think so.
There's
I think
blood.
or it was a stand-in,
Oil.
something. I don't know. Waller's not.
It makes sense because they're gonna. She's in the movie.
They're killing her off because of the Suicide Squad movie, which is why they killed Floyd Lawton. They're just kind of Arrow's like washing its hands of the Suicide
So
Squad.
are they going to kill off Flash once the Flash movie comes out?
No, but it's
They already said that too. The Flash makes sense because of all the parallel universe shit. But anyway, it was a decent episode. I mean, it was like a lot. It was very Diggle centric, which I like Diggle's flashbacks way better than I liked any of Ollie's flashbacks.
Well, they just got to get rid of the flashbacks by now.
They got to get some platform shoes for Diggle's brother.
He is a short man.
He's like 3 feet shorter than Diggle. Like, it doesn't make sense that they're brothers, but I mean that's nitpicking.
All I can, but whenever I see him, all I think of is his character from
8 Mile.
from Bones.
Oh.
Ew.
Ed, what did you think of Arrow this week?
Again, I thought it was an okay episode. I absolutely love one thing I love, especially because Stephen Amell is he's very aware of his online presence and the theories of everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's probably part of him. It's part of the writers. But I absolutely loved that they made an Oracle joke.
It was a little corny.
It was corny.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, you must have missed it.
He calls her Overwatch.
Yeah,
Overwatch. She goes. He's like, I figured it was time for you to get a code name. I was going to use Oracle, but it was already taken.
Oh, he did it.
He said that.
I totally missed that.
And I was like, I rewound it like 3 times to watch it like 3 times, and I was like, yep, he actually said that. All right, and I liked it because, you know, that's what everybody thought she was going to have a code name as, and make her this. And you know what?
They weren't going to call her Oracle.
They weren't, but
I thought they were. I really thought they were going to go with Oracle.
And I thought that was great that they, you know, make those little, you know, jokes inside the show. And honestly, that was my favorite part of the episode. But I mean.
I thought it was a little corny that they did that, but at the same time, I did give a chuckle. I was like, ha! Because, like, I thought that they were going to go, and I think that they were going to go with it too.
Yeah.
But I think they kind of read the internet backlash of it.
Yeah.
And was we can't make her Oracle. And they were just like, Overwatch. It's like, she's Oracle. Yeah, she's Oracle. Yeah. She is.
I wonder if she's ever going to get
Oracle.
I wonder if she's ever going to get better.
Well, that's the thing.
We're going to chair the rest of the series.
No. I think she'll be walking by the end of the season.
Yeah.
Because in the flashback last week, at the end, or flash forward, I should say, when you see her sitting in the limo, in the back of the limo, I'm sitting there looking at it. I watched it a couple different times, and, you know, actors and actresses are normally pretty good about their stature of their character. You know, they're good about making it seem, if they're paralyzed, you know, sitting the way you're supposed to be paralyzed. Like, just silly things like that. And as I watched that scene in the limo, she doesn't seem to be paralyzed.
But she's sitting down.
But it doesn't matter. You just see, like, her like demeanor of how she's sitting is very proper. I don't know. That's my guess.
I don't know. I mean, Arrow doesn't have the best actors.
It doesn't matter though. I feel like that's, you know, I feel like they would think more ahead of that, and, you know, her demeanor, like the way she is, I don't think that she will be paralyzed, but, you know, they'll have her walking. And then Oliver already made a, you know, comment about how, you know, we live in a world where the impossible is possible.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Which, speaking of the flash forward, if you notice, there is no engagement ring in that scene.
Yeah.
And Stephen Amell has said, because someone pointed that out to him, he said, who knows, I probably messed things up. So,
good.
What I think possibly happens, and one of my friends, Jay, also, me and him talked about this, he said that it's probably because she finds out, it makes sense, finds out about his son and his ex-girlfriend, because he doesn't, as you remember a few episodes back, he doesn't tell them anything. So, you know, Felicity finds out, you know, you lied to me, wedding's off, whatever. And then who knows? Again, who's in the grave? It could be. I still think it's Felicity's mom. I've heard, you know, the theory that it could be his ex-wife, but I don't think Felicity would be that.
Felicity would be like, kill him. She'd be like, good bitch.
Still hoping for. I mean, she would feel for. She's got, you know, feelings. She would feel for Oliver, but she wouldn't be that upset. Right. I think.
Unless the exact opposite happens, and she finds out, and she's like, "Oh, well, you know, we should see your son and this, that, blah, blah, blah," and she gets close to the son, but you don't have enough time for that.
I don't think so.
You don't have enough time.
The grave's too big for it to be her son. Or to be Ollie's son. It doesn't look like a child.
I don't think, and Oliver's son is supposed to be in Legends of Tomorrow also, which that wouldn't make sense if he died.
So, either way.
Wait, Oliver's son's supposed to be?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, like older?
Yes.
We're also getting goatee Ollie with no arm from the
Dark Knight Returns. Yes, which is also awesome.
Which means Batman and Superman exist in this universe. But anyway.
Well, in one of the Legends of Tomorrow,
I hope it's just like an accent he did. It's like, oh,
I thought
In-
Stephen Amell already, or somebody already, like, acknowledged the existence of.
It's the Legends of Tomorrow trailer.
In one of the Legends of Tomorrow trailers, Rip Hunter said, "I've seen Men of Steel die in Dark Knight's Fall."
Yeah.
Well, okay, so but also, maybe it was one of the writers when Gotham the show first started airing or whatever, they're talking about it. They asked Stephen Amell if he would make an appearance or vice versa or whatever, and he says the timelines aren't correct.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was something else, like where they like
Stephen Amell on Gotham.
Well, also they have Wayne. They've already Wayne Industries in the Flash.
Yeah.
So
the existence of the same universe are still there, but yeah. Okay.
All right, moving right along. The last show that we have watched,
saving the best for last.
Legends of Tomorrow. It's back again for episode 2
with a ballsy end to the pilot arc.
Yes.
Because in Legends of Tomorrow, if anybody doesn't know,
they're 2-episode arcs at a time.
Yeah.
Much like Justice League Unlimited. So each episode, 2 episodes is one story. Which I actually like that. It gives them more space to tell the story.
Space and time.
Hi-yo!
I actually like that. Good job.
They're all the worst.
So Legends of Tomorrow comes back. They're still stuck in 1975. Did you watch
They
Legends
could
of
go see
Tomorrow?
Star Wars.
All right, good. Devin did not, so we'll skip over him. So
do we.
I really liked Martin Stein, young Martin Stein.
Yes.
That was the whole like lighting up a doobie thing and everything.
Dude,
I thought it was fantastic.
My favorite part of the episode, before we go into the story or whatever, when Martin Stein like locks up with that thug at the auction, and he's like, "Now's a good time," and he's like, "To kill you," and he's like, "No, now's a good time." And he talks
I'm not talking to you. Yeah.
And I'm not talking to you. Down into his pocket, and Adam flies out of his pocket, gets big, and hits him. That it's just like out of hand fun.
Yeah,
and the show is just absolutely fun to watch.
I thought he meant it was time to merge with Jack.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I thought
I
thought Jax was gonna come in and they were gonna high five and firestorm.
Yeah.
Nope. Fucking Adam flies out and punches him, which
So
kicks off the arc of the episode where a piece of his future tech falls off and Vandal Savage gets his hands on it.
Yes. And I just thought the whole episode was great. Even Sarah Lance flirting with young Martin Stein. I just thought that whole like part of the episode was incredible.
She's flirting with him while he's there.
Yeah.
Which is so weird.
I am very, very happy with like the subtle the subtle things that Sarah has been doing. Like flirting with what's his name? Captain Cole in the first episode. This one, she's flirting with Marty, while Martin's right there. She's sitting there smoking a joint. She takes the 3 joints later. Like, I was very surprised at how, like, ballsy they were about pot in this episode.
She knocks out Martin Stein with a bong.
Yeah, I know, right? My wife is sitting there. She goes, "Is that a bong?" I'm like, "Yes, it is."
And I like how they cover it. She knocks him out. And during the night, very Back to the Future, where he's supposed to go to a meeting where he meets his wife. And like later in the episode, you see his wedding ring start to fade out.
Well, I think they opened up that door with Cisco, and that's why they went with that. But
which is really good. This show's, while it's like over the top, and very fun, fantastic. It's very well written. Like you think,
I don't know about well written.
Well written in the fact that they cover their
entertaining.
ass.
Yeah.
Also, it's very entertaining. Yeah. It's very fun. I'll say that.
Captain Cold and Heatwave are hilarious.
They're great. They're my favorite part of the show.
They're so.
I can see Heatwave dying.
They're so
at the end of the season. I could see he would.
And they killed Hawkman.
Yeah,
well, he'll
be back. They'll go in the future. And
he gets reincarnated.
But then they're
like,
gonna have to
hey,
explain
come with us. Don't worry.
They're gonna have to explain the whole mission again.
No.
I would love. He's just like, I was waiting.
Well, I honestly, I don't think they're gonna reincarnate him yet. I don't think they'll grab him from the future because I think they're gonna have to say that in order for them to reincarnate, both of them have to be dead.
Now I've heard that Legends of Tomorrow was only intended to be a 1-season thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're not going to do season 2. However, if it gets, shit ton of ratings and whatnot, they're going to be back for season 2.
To do.
It is expensive to do, but if enough people watch it, like obviously if it's not going to be profitable, they're not going to make it.
Well, that's
so. If enough people watch it, I don't think we're going to see Hawkman again this season.
Well,
but I think he has the potential to come back.
If we do see him again, I'm going to like the switch in the way Hawkman and Hawker interact.
Yeah.
Because he's always like, Shiara, you gotta know your power. He's all like over her and shit. Right, he's like, I'm the big, like, I'm taking control. You need to do what I said. It's gonna be, she's gonna do the explaining to him, which fine. I don't like Hawkman.
Yeah.
I was watching it with your brother, and when he died, we were cheering. I hate Hawkman.
So I kind of agree with Steve with like, if it does well enough, they'll continue it because
they can
like
tons of stuff.
Like my example, it's a CW kind of thing. Like Supernatural was supposed to be 5 seasons. Done. We're now in season 11. All right. It was only supposed to be 5. It was announced 2 weeks before the series finale was supposed to happen. 2 weeks before they're like, we picked up for another season.
Yeah.
Like until that 2 weeks before, they're like, nope, this is it. 2 weeks before it got picked up for another season. So I feel like CW would put the money into that for Legends Tomorrow if they think that it's ramping up enough.
Legends Tomorrow brought them their highest Thursday ratings ever, or something like that, something along those lines. It's
shout out to Ash.
Shout out to Ash Abdul. Long live this podcast. Or loving this podcast.
No, long live too.
Long live
supreme rulers.
Yes. Thank you for the comment.
It'll live as long as we decide to do this on
Yep.
But I still think this is my favorite show
we haven't touched upon yet. Damien Dark was in the 70s.
Yeah.
I love this.
And he looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
So now you know he could be old as dirt.
Yeah.
And we don't even know.
Well, you know he had a relationship with
Savage?
No. Fucking God, Ra's al Ghul.
Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah. So he could be
and he said
just as old.
Why not
and he
Vandal
said-
Savage too?
Yeah.
Well, no, because he says it in last season of Arrow. He's like, the reason why Rachel Gould says the reason why Damien Dark was expelled from League of Assassins was because he stole waters of the Lazarus Pit.
Yeah.
So, it could very well.
That's
we
true. I
don't
didn't even
know
think
when
about
it
that.
happened. It could have been early on because, let's say both the current, Ra's al Ghul and Damien Dark were competing for the mantle of Ra's al Ghul because they talk about how, the way they become the Ra's al Ghul is the previous one dies or is, killed by yada, yada, yada. So, you know what? I think we should just assume that they're both old as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just thought that was very surprising because it adds even another mystery to Damien Dark because you still don't get his full story yet.
Right.
And you're just like, what is this guy all about? And now all of a sudden,
I hope he's
now here he is in 1975.
I hope he's part of the new guys.
You know?
I really do.
Okay. Anyone have anything else to say about any of the shows?
Legends of Tomorrow is surprisingly good. I thought it was going to be good, and it's even exceeding my expectations.
I'm not going to call it good. I'm going to say it's surprisingly entertaining, and I'm enjoying it.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't feel like the writing is fantastic, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's doing exactly what I want it to do. It's very fun.
They're doing time travel where they're not getting too sciencey about it.
Right.
Yeah, but it is corny at parts.
Well, it needs time travel is corny. Like it's not gonna.
I agree. Let's not argue. Let's just say that's
like Flash is taking a serious science approach to it. When Legends of Tomorrow is like, we got a ship and we press a lever up and we go wherever the fuck we want. Like that's what you need to do.
All right, so we've got no trailer talk this week. So in place of that, we are going to do our top 3 childhood toys or TV shows or
animated,
whatever.
Right.
That we would like to see rebooted into a series or movie or whatever.
To preface this top 3, later in the show, we talk about Awesome or Lame, and there's a few reboots happening with Nickelodeon and Stretch Armstrong, which led us to...
We'll get into that in
Yeah.
Awesome or Lame.
Yeah.
So let's start off with Ed. We'll go down the line, finish off with myself. Ed, what are your top... I will finish. I always finish myself.
Right.
So, Ed, what are your top 3 childhood toys or shows or whatever that you would like to see rebooted in today's age?
So I went with 3 shows. I'm going to go backwards. Number 3, I would love to see Double Dragon.
Oh.
All right. It was so badly entertaining. It was exciting. Like I remember being a kid and be like, I just played that in the arcade. And I was like, I loved the Double Dragon and it was great. I would be very entertained if they could redo it and be,
As a video game?
as a TV show.
Okay.
Because the TV show was corny, great 90s animation, kung fu show. Let's bring that to, current times.
Can they bring Battletoads into it?
Maybe. Which will bring me to my concept next. Number 2, I would love to see a new Street Sharks.
Oh shit! How
All right.
You took one of mine? I hate you.
All right, I would love to see Street Sharks. And if you see Street Sharks, if they redid that, then they could bring in Extreme Dinos.
Oh yeah. That it was something like that. Or it was something like that.
I would love to see Street Sharks. I mean, it was. I remember getting up
Jawsome.
early. It was Jawsome. I remember getting up
Terrible.
in the morning
It's what they use. It was
to
a
watch
catchphrase.
it at 6:30 in the morning before I got ready to go to school. I loved that show. And then, number 1, all puns intended, I would love a reboot of Reboot.
Damn it, you son of a bitch!
Well, we can skip over Devin.
No, I got one now.
So, yeah, because Reboot left us with pretty much nothing. And I would love to see them remake it so that they continue it. And yes. So those are my 3. Dev, how about you?
Shut up. All right, so I guess 2 out of 3. But the other one I want to put was actually a game show watch. I know it's a little bit on the curve there,
I've got a couple game shows.
but mine was going to be Legend of the Hidden Temples.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
Yeah, how's that feel?
Did we all grow up in the same era?
Oh yeah, we did.
I
Yeah.
think that was good. That was a good choice, though.
Shit.
Yeah, but I want it to be a little bit more, not like real.
Nope.
Bring back Kirk Fogg.
No, Kirk Fogg. Actually,
he repelled back.
Actually, there was a YouTube video of Kirk Fogg doing an interview of Legend of the Hidden Temples. So, if you want, go look
be
at
up for it. What is he doing? Counting his tokens of life?
Not much. Not much, really. But yeah, I want it to be a little bit more actually like real historic, like of actual treasures that's probably been lost. Instead of like
the jade belly button ring of Buddha.
Or the brain of Abraham Lincoln. This shouldn't be here. This is the wrong Aztec period. But yeah, like I want it to be like more realistic. But yeah. But like I said, Street Shark and Reboot, that was my other two.
I love
what are your two?
I would love the Steps of Knowledge, but just OMAC just cursing him off. Like, no, you fucking idiot. Let me finish the question. Number 3 is Animaniacs.
I actually almost put that on there.
That has a very adult tone, and I think they could do what they're doing with the Muppets now.
Yep.
And just remake it for the adult, the millennials, basically.
Yep.
And just make it even more crude than it was back then.
I was toying between Animaniacs and Freakazoid.
Yeah.
And
Freakazoid would be really
I
good.
thought
I'd rather
about
Freakazoid.
yeah, I thought about those two, but I ended up going with
Dust with fingerprints.
Yeah.
She's holding prints. And
Yep.
it's like, what?
Yep.
No, I said finger.
I don't think so.
Number 2, my number 1's Legends of the Hidden Temple because fucking that show was so cool. Blue Barracudas.
I was more of a green one.
Silver fucking snakes.
Silver
Purple
Snakes.
Parrots.
Yeah. Silver Snakes were the Special Olympics of the Legends.
They did always suck, but I always rooted for them. And I would
look
get
at
mad
them.
because they'd get eliminated in round 1. They're like the quiz round, which was the stupidest round
The
ever.
Steps of Knowledge.
Yeah,
God damn
whatever.
it.
Steps of knowledge.
My number 2 kind of it would definitely work with the esports craze going on now is Nick Arcade.
Oh,
Nick Arcade.
Nick
Dude.
Arcade would be great, but I don't know how they would do like
Who was
this
the
little
host of Nick Arcade?
I don't know. God,
exactly.
he was the black guy. Hold on.
I was trying to avoid that. But
he used to sing the song
yeah,
when the guy would go,
going over to the arcade game, yeah, that. But I want to see them go back to the green screen and like do that dumb shit that they did. I had so much fun. Number 1.
Yeah, climb around, dodge fireballs. I can't see.
I love how they never got that it was mirrored, so they would go the wrong way and fuck it. All right. Anyway, Steve.
For one, they're actually remaking Pee Wee Herman or Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yeah,
they're not
they are.
remaking it, but they're making a movie, which Scott doesn't like it.
Nobody likes
And
Pee-wee.
Scott claims to say that
You
no
two are the
one.
only fucking people who like
Were you
Pee-wee
touched
Herman.
by Pee-wee?
Do you like Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do
I
you
mean, I
like
won't
Pee
go
Wee
out of my
Herman?
way to
I
watch
do.
it more, but I enjoy
Random
it.
guy in the back. Do you
Joe,
like
do you like Pee Wee Herman?
I think he's an okay guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch it now. It would be worse now than when you're.
But that's like trying to watch anything now. Like
I'm sorry,
absolutely.
Pee Wee's Playhouse or Pee
Absolutely
Wee's
not.
Big Adventure still stands up.
No,
I don't know,
absolutely
said
not.
go.
100%.
It's like it plays to the dumbest sensibility. Like I can go back and watch Hey Arnold and enjoy it because it's smart and it doesn't
Shit, I didn't think
talk
about
doing to its.
it. No, wait, he's getting
It doesn't talk down to its.
It might be getting a movie.
Pee Wee Herman is basically just like stupid, like bright colors. It's dumb. It's fucking Pee Wee Herman.
Get out of here. Pee Wee Herman's awesome. And Pee Wee's Big Adventure is a great movie, which, by the way, Tim Burton directed.
Yes. One of his first.
Yes.
Pee-wee was one of his
And then
first.
number 2, I mean, I don't know if it would be good if it came back, but if it did come back, I wouldn't want it to have an adult tone. I would want it to still have a more of a child tone.
Did you see the Broadway of Pee Wee?
No, but I heard it was good.
Yeah, there were some adult tones in it.
Well, I'm not talking about.
He's not talking about that.
No, I know.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Rocko's Modern Life.
I thought about that too.
Just because it's one of my favorite shows
It already had an adult tone.
ever.
Yeah.
Not really. I
Oh,
mean,
He
it
was
was
a phone sex operator.
yes, it did have like adult undertones,
It's the big head.
but it was more like a kid like
Worked at the chokey.
like they tried to bring Ren and Stimpy back. Remember? Does anyone remember
yeah,
when
like
they tried to
3
bring
times.
Ren and Stimpy back? And it just didn't work.
No.
And like I don't want them to do that with Rocco. Like try to bring it back, but like aim it towards adults. Like no, like it's not going to work that way. It's just going to be stupid.
They need to
way.
make it subtly adult, like it was.
Exactly. That's exactly it. If they put it on like a kids show, but like your kid's watching it and you're watching it, you can still get enjoyment.
They should just make remake a whole bunch of cartoons like in the vein of Rocko's Modern Life and put it like on a Saturday night called Subtly Adult, like a reverse like
That'd be
a
cool.
mirror to Adult Swim, but just have it be like Ren and Stimpy with Ren and Stimpy Animaniacs, just have them all like geared towards older millennials.
Mm. And
Get on it, folks.
that's all I have. All I
Fire
have
ups.
is 2. I don't have 3.
Oh, well,
So sorry. So I have top 2.
cool. On to Awesome or Lame.
Awesome or Lame, everyone's favorite.
Let's get
At
out
least
of
we
these-
think it
Let's
is.
get out of these lights.
No, it's everyone's favorite.
Oh, okay.
Shut up. That's what we're calling it.
Okay.
All right, number 1. Scott must have wrote this. Batman vs Superman promo images show the Omega symbol.
I'm the only one who writes this goddamn shit.
On that one. Well, I can tell because last time I looked at it, it didn't have the bottom 2. So I have nothing on there.
We literally just said
So Ed,
What's we? It's all you.
me and Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Ed, Batman vs Superman promo has the Omega, shows the Omega symbol. Awesome or lame?
Lame. Because here's the reason why I say it's lame. I feel like they didn't need to do this. They felt that they needed to do it because they showed Doomsday, and now everybody's like, Doomsday. And they're like, well, there's more villains. And so now they're like, okay, well, who's the more villains? I'm just annoyed because now you're showing me the entire fucking movie. All right, listen, I already saw in your dream sequence or non-dream sequence trailer, we saw the parademons. Anybody who knew what they were, we saw them. Why the fuck are you showing me the entire goddamn fucking movie that I want to go see in theaters, but you're already ruining it for me from your fucking trailers, your fucking promos? Just fucking let me go watch the fucking movie.
All right, Ed's getting a little angry at here. Devin, awesome or lame?
Lame. Next.
Awesome. Because, well, it's going to set, I think it's going to set up how Wonder Woman plays into this whole thing.
So I want to say, Scott, I think the fact that he's going to be in it is
He's
awesome.
not in it.
He's not going to be in it.
Or, okay, whatever.
We're going to mention him.
It's basically like showing Thanos at the end of the
Which
first
is
Avengers.
fine. I'm totally okay with that. But stop fucking spelling it out for me. I want to not know some of the movie.
Yeah, it's not like we saw in the trailer of Thanos being in Avengers.
Right. Like, I need something to surprise me in the movie. So I'm hoping there's still something in this movie to surprise me.
I think there will be.
It's almost 3 hours
I
long,
mean-
so.
I am also going lame for reasons previously stated. They are showing too much. I don't want to see anymore. Stop it.
Yeah.
So, Scott, you're outnumbered.
I
Moving
usually
on.
am.
Stretch Armstrong animated series is coming to Netflix. Jake Armstrong and his friends accidentally come in contact with experimental chemicals and become Stretch Armstrong and the Flex Fighters. Devin,
Yeah.
awesome or lame?
Are the toys coming back?
I would assume so if they're
Then it's
making
awesome.
a show.
If there's no toys, then I have no expectations for it. If the whole premise sounds completely dumb. But if the toys come back, then yeah, I'm all for it because I missed that thing. Because it's like, yeah.
And then you push the button and it goes back to normal.
Oh yeah, those were the pump ones. The regular one was just you stretch it. If you cut
I like
in
the
half,
pump
a
one.
bunch of like green goo came out.
You mean playing with it for 5 minutes and cutting it open to see what's inside?
Yeah.
Basically what everybody fucking did.
It was fun.
Scott, awesome or lame?
I can care less. So lame. I don't fucking care about Stretch Armstrong.
Hey, you're the one that put it in there.
I'm not gonna put in everything I like, otherwise I would just be awesome for me all the time.
Ed, awesome or lame Stretch Armstrong Netflix series?
Lame, because I already know my cousins are going to call me and say, what do? I left Stretch Armstrong on top of the dryer, and I have to buy him another fucking Stretch Armstrong.
Well, they'll be in Netflix, so that you can't
Right.
do that.
So
I left my laptop in the
again,
microwave.
it has to
Buy
do
me
with the
a new one.
toys. They're going to get so excited. And so, I mean, granted, if you work in the, dryer repair business, this is going to be a great opportunity for you again. But lame.
They're not going to sell Stretch Armstrong. Toys have evolved. So Stretch Armstrong was like, "Hey, look, we got this material that goes back into one shape. Let's put him in a guy." Like toys are cool now. Like back in the late '80s, '90s, that's what toys were. They were like either guys that just their arms and legs moved, or like gimmick shit.
Dude, you can. You know what? They have a warehouse somewhere in Malaysia with 9
hidden
million
plane.
leftover Stretch Armstrong dolls, and somebody's like, "Dude, I waited. I'm gonna profit now."
I'm also going to go lame. I don't really give a shit. I mean, they're too little too late. Stretch Armstrong, yeah,
Like they gotta stop with
but
this nostalgia shit.
come on.
Like there's a
If
line.
it makes money, they're gonna keep pumping
I
anything.
don't think it's gonna make.
All right. Detective Pikachu game was announced this week. I don't know what the fuck I was watching. Scott, awesome or lame?
Nintendo's going weird. I don't know what the hell
They've
they're
been
doing.
going weird. They've been weird.
I know, but even weird. Like they're announcing another console out of like the console fucking schedule.
Nexus.
And yeah, and now we got Detective Pikachu.
Are you
What?
not gonna play it?
What? No, I don't own
Really?
a Wii U.
No, it's a 3DS game.
Oh, I own a 3DS. But I don't. What it's gonna? What's gonna happen? They're just gonna Like, somebody murdered that Blastoise. These are the stories of, like, the special victims unit. Like,
I was trying to keep a pissed off face until it got around to me, but
is he going to have a pipe?
Scott gets me every time.
Like, he's going to have a pipe.
He's got a fedora.
He's got the fedora.
He's got to have a pipe, and he's going to have, like,
He talks.
Who's this Watson going to be?
You're the Watson.
Oh, so we're the idiots. Cool.
I mean, you bought the game.
Are you smarter than a Pikachu?
Yeah, like, I don't get what you're going to do.
So are you going awesome or are you going lame?
Oh, no, why would I go awesome?
Because you like Pokemon?
It's lame. I love Pokemon, but I don't think this is... It's like Hey You Pikachu, where you just... It's a Pikachu Tamagotchi. Remember that game?
Yes,
You talk to him with a big fucking microphone.
Ed, awesome or lame?
Lame. So I'm about to piss a couple people off, probably a lot of people off. All right. I never got behind Pokemon Snap. All right.
Whoa, fuck you!
All right. I never got behind it because guess what? Guess what? There was one reason for me to play Pokemon. All right. 2 reasons.
To take pictures of Pokemon, of course.
That was so cool.
To catch Pokemon and to battle Pokemon. All right.
Not Charmander.
That is
lava.
That is my main prerogative as far as Pokemon are concerned. All right. I don't need to go and solve crimes with Pokemon. All right. Unless you were a trainer and you were like, the male version of, what was it? Officer Jenny. It's like, no, I'm not going to go around as a little Pikachu and try and solve fucking crime.
Oh, you're not the Pikachu. You're his.
I'm not going to follow around a little Pikachu.
Wait, so did Pikachu have like a job with a 401k?
Yes. No, it was a guy.
And then somebody like caught him, and then he's just like, "Hey, wait, I'm doing my job."
No. It was. I'm pretty sure it's a guy that got transformed into a Pokemon.
Wow, that's extra dope.
That's even worse than being Meowth hanging out above a dance school learning how to talk. Like,
was it a dance school full of Jews? Because Meowth was like super Jewish.
And you're the one that's trying to be anti-prejudice.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying that it was a stereotype.
Together. I've been keeping it together.
I'm not. Meowth was.
I'm not. Not what? Not Z.
Okay.
Wow.
Devin.
Yeah.
Devin. Pikachu. Detective Pikachu. Awesome or lame?
All right. I was going to say lame.
You're going to take what I'm going to say.
Sorry. Yeah, you went to me. You could have went to you. But there's a petition out there for Danny DeVito to be the English voice of Pikachu, the detective game. Only if it's Danny DeVito do I get to hear from Pikachu's mouth, well, I believe this is an awesome game.
That is exactly what I was going to say. If Danny DeVito voices Pikachu, I have to see that. It's just like something I have to see. Like,
just say like, "Hey, you Gyarados!"
I just can't believe that it's gonna exist. It's like, oh yeah, did you get that game where you're Pikachu being attacked and he's voiced by Danny DeVito? Like, yeah, that exists.
Like, what kind of fever dream did you have?
I want it so bad. Why isn't it here?
So I agree with you. If Danny DeVito voices Pikachu, it's pretty awesome. If he doesn't, it's
you have to choose one. You did this to me last week. You have to choose.
That's true. You know what? I'm still going to stick with awesome because there's going to be, a detective-based game element, and I love to solve mysteries.
I think it's pretty stupid. Really though, if Danny DeVito, I know. I'm going to go lame.
All right.
But if Danny DeVito does,
you will personally
sway.
I will think it's pretty awesome. So
you're still trying to get around
me. No, I'm the odd one out. You happy?
Why are you the odd one out?
Because everyone else I said yes.
He was a tentative.
All right. We started with Scott last, right?
Yes.
So, Ed, next topic. Conan the Conqueror movie is in the works. And I believe they're also making a game to that movie as well.
Everybody knows the game tie-ins are awesome.
The Mad Max game is not bad.
I mean, they're making it better.
Yeah, you can polish a turd, and it's still a turd.
It wasn't
that
bad.
Mad Max game's pretty good.
It wasn't anything to write home about, but they took their time with it. It wasn't
exactly
with the movie.
Hey, Spider-Man 2 was a good game.
Yeah, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Like, you're not going to be not all fail.
Wait for that HD port happen.
So I'm gonna go with awesome.
It is a sequel to the original Conan.
Right, and that's why
that Jason Momoa.
Yeah, that's why originally
right. So we get Arnold. Right?
No, I don't think so.
Wait,
Arnold's going to be in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Did you not see what I wrote
with
Arnold?
Yeah. It literally says with Arnold.
We get Arnold.
Yeah, he's on,
with Arnold.
He's on the throne, and it's like he's been on the throne for 30 some odd years, and this is the story of people trying to overtake it.
So we're gonna get old ass Arnold, Conan,
shirtless man boobed Arnold.
I'm so okay
CGI in this movie.
I'm so okay with it.
We also have Terminator Genesis turned out.
Ooh.
But here's the thing. I mean, if you go back and look at the Arnold or the Conan movies, all right, it's like old Western type of bad. Like so bad, and the fight choreography is so lame, and the storyline and killing the monsters, and it's so bad, it's good. It's a guilty pleasure. All right, weird. It's one of those things. Like I can watch like Conan the Barbarian, Conan,
the
Destroyer, all of them. All right, I can watch them over and over, just like I can watch any old spaghetti western over and over. It's a guilty pleasure. All right, so I think it's awesome, especially since we got Arnold. That's probably the only reason why I would like to see it is because of that. So yes, awesome.
Devin, Conan, new movie, Conan the Conqueror.
I'm going to say lame. It should have not have a sequel, let alone the remake that happened before.
Yeah, let's not talk about that piece of horse shit.
Exactly.
You can't even polish that.
I mean, granted, like, I'm talking like with Sylvester Stallone here, like Rambo, that wasn't that good. But then,
wait, the recent one?
John Rambo?
That was awesome.
I didn't like that.
No, get out of here.
Sit down.
No, he tore out a guy's throat with his bare hands.
Yeah, sure, but it's not for
He
blood.
made the guy explode by shooting him with a Gatling gun like 3 feet away.
Dude, they made
it was incredible.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be first blood. It has to be entertaining. And guess what? They had like an 8-minute scene of him behind a fucking 50 cal shredding apart half the army. I would watch that for an hour and a half.
The body count in that movie is like 400 plus.
Great. And how great was Expendables? Also with all those old men.
Actually, I didn't think any of the Expendables were very good.
But I enjoyed them. Like I'm not saying they were good, but I was entertained.
Like
Are you not entertained?
Plus with like you guys said before with Terminator Genesis, that wasn't that good.
Well, we're arguing the fact that you don't think the new Rambo's good.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go finish your point about Conan.
I don't think it's going to adapt well. I really don't. I'm not going to believe that old Conan is going to, especially Arnold, is going to be doing all these moves.
Dude, he's going to have a harem of like so many chicks.
I can believe that, but I will not believe him fighting. I'm going to see like an old, wrinkly CGI Arnold fighting.
It's going to be a CGI Arnold.
I'm okay with that.
I don't think they're going CGI, but
Scott, awesome or lame?
Lame. Arnold needs to stop.
Thank you.
He's 68.
He's old.
And this movie comes out 70, 71.
Ooh.
Like, I don't think it's gonna. I think they just need to. I don't even think it's gonna get made. They have a script and they're talking to get directors. But like, after Genesis bombed, I hope no distributor is gonna pick up an Arnold reboot
anytime soon.
Sequel thing.
Let alone him being alive.
I agree. Lame. Arnold, while he can be, he still has good use now in his old age. He's not a star anymore. You can't put Arnold starring in a movie. I think
with Creed. That's a perfect way.
Yes.
As a side character.
Supporting character. Okay. You can't make him a star and put him in an action movie again. It just doesn't. It's not going to work.
He's Conan, and then his son has the throne.
Right.
Like, that's the only way it could work.
But I was never a big Conan fan to begin with.
That's not a.
So
I want True Lies too. Like when he comes out of retirement and like he has to battle somebody like
Last Action Hero again.
You're fired.
And the missile doesn't change trajectory at all with a guy on it.
Yeah, no, it goes right through the building and blows up the helicopter.
The reason why I have hope for movies like this is when you see remakes that are decent, like True Grit.
Yeah.
All right. You have True Grit, which the remake was very good. All right.
Yes.
The original is timeless. All right. So that's the nostalgia feeling. You're like, wow, it feels like something new, but it's a reimagining. I feel like they can do that with sequels like this, where you get people that, have those guilty pleasures but want to see it in a more modern style. That's all.
Okay, we have 2 left. And these were last minute ads.
I don't know about these.
There is a rumor about Thor Ragnarok. Now, going back, there was this whole rumor that they were going to do a Planet Hulk movie.
Right.
And then Joss Whedon was like, no, they're not doing that, and denied it, and Marvel denied it, and whatever. The rumor now is that in Thor Ragnarok, Thor gets banished because Loki takes the throne. Mm-hmm. Thor gets banished from Asgard to a planet.
A gladiator planet.
Winds up on the gladiator planet, and he has to fight the champion. Champion walks out. It's the Hulk. That is the rumor for the movie. We don't know how he got there yet. I would assume that they would explain it. I would hope, because that would be stupid if they didn't. But that is the rumor that's floating around. Don't know if it's true or not. Who do we start with last? Ed? Devin?
You start with me.
So, Devin, we'll start with you. Thor Ragnarok rumor. Hulk is the champion. Kind of adapting in Planet Hulk. In Thor Ragnarok. Awesome or lame?
All right. I'm going to say lame for 2 reasons. One, that I want a Hulk movie.
Not gonna happen.
I know it's not going to happen, which I don't understand. Because I know like they have like some type of weird agreement with Universal and all that jazz. But, I mean, hey, they're bringing Spider-Man in for Captain America. And
doesn't make nearly as much.
No, but I'm saying like they made an agreement with
Yeah.
Sony. They couldn't make an agreement with Universal.
You're not going to split profits on a movie that doesn't have enough profits for one studio to put out another movie.
Yeah, but he's a popular character. Everyone knows who he is. They're still going to see him.
Tank.
The last one did whatever more.
They make money, but when you're splitting it between two
I mean, like 200 million.
It's okay.
It's 200 million
Keep
worldwide,
going with your thoughts.
which is not a lot.
Keep going with your thoughts.
Anyway, the second one's like, how did Hulk even get there? Like, and is it mind control again? Because this would be like 3 for 3 for Hulk mind control in this series.
Hulk doesn't get mind controlled. He just loses Banner. Like he just
Splits.
the Hulk's so long.
He becomes Hulk and he stays.
No. I know there's
Because
like
he's fighting. He's on a gladiator
actually
planet.
split them.
yeah. See,
Not in Planet Hulk.
He's split from Banner, I believe.
No, the Hulk's so long because he has to fight that he just doesn't go back to Banner.
Maybe.
He just stays the Hulk too long. I have a theory.
I thought that.
So
there's different incarnations.
Scott, go to you. Awesome or lame?
Well, it's awesome, but this is a theory of why he gets to the planet. In Planet Hulk, he's like working on something in space, and they send him out there, and he gets caught up in like a black hole or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they could send Banner to space on like a science mission, build a satellite, do this, whatever, to watch out for superheroes, something like that. And they just send him on a wild goose chase while he's in space. He gets
So you
sucked.
just throw him out.
I think they'll mention it in Civil War, like, yeah, we even sent Banner up to do this.
I think that'd be okay.
Stupid, like nothing mission just to get him out of the world, so he doesn't Hulk out. And then the stinger is him getting sucked into the wormhole. Thing crashes on a planet. He steps out. Gladiator planet. That's what I think. I think, which would be cool, because then he beats Hulk in the first act or whatever. End of the first act. The second act is them getting back.
I don't think he'd beat Hulk though.
He knocks Banner back into him. He brings sense into him.
Yeah.
Like he's like, you remember me, like something like that.
Yeah.
And then because he doesn't remember any of his old
Right.
life because he's been a Hulk so long, and then he sees Thor, and then he snaps out of it. They fight, and then they come back, and then they fight Hela and Loki to get Asgard back.
Mm-hmm.
Which
what if what would you think if even if they didn't send him like on a nowhere mission to get him out of there? Like if they played it like, Banner's on an important mission, we lost contact with him, and maybe it was, let's say, Thanos is the reason why he gets kicked off to this planet.
Yeah.
Like Thanos is the one that behind the scenes makes this happen.
Yeah.
But even still, it's like, why would Thanos do that? He doesn't have one of the power stones or whatever.
It doesn't matter. He wants Hulk out of the picture.
Ed, go to you.
All right. Since this is my first time here, I think it's kind of cool, kind of awesome. That would be very, very interesting. I don't know how they would fit that in time-wise, because I feel like they've set up so much so far just from Age of Ultron and stuff like that, especially if you watch the extended scenes from Age of Ultron. I think it would be difficult for them to do, but I think it'd be cool, and I would really like to see them possibly bring in Beta Ray Bill.
that's
So that's part of Planet Hulk.
yeah.
I am also going to go awesome. I think that I would love to see a Hulk movie, and I would love to see a Planet Hulk movie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think it's going to happen. I will take this as as a substitute for that. So as long as they explain it.
We'll find
I
out.
hate when movies do that shit and they just don't explain it.
Just assume
it bothers the fuck out of me.
Like in good faith, this is what happened.
Yeah, and then it's just like he's just there. Like no, like it just I'll take a line of dialogue. I'll accept that. As long as they explain it, I will be okay with it. If they don't explain it, I will be very, very angry.
Well, that's because
I will Hulk out.
Oh, damn it!
He wouldn't like me.
Like the theory about how that you're putting guys he goes to fight the champion and the gate comes up and it's Hulk. Like that's kind of what they do in Planet Hulk. The gate comes up and it's Beta Ray Bill.
I just don't. I don't think it's necessary.
I know. I'm just saying, there's
already
the basis behind that concept idea, that theory, is found because that writing is already done.
All right, last topic. We're running a little late.
Not really.
No. We
Well,
started
in
10 minutes
terms of, I just don't want the battery to die.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's important too.
I mean, if you're listening, then then more power to you. You don't have anything to worry about. But if you're watching us on YouTube, then
sorry about that.
You're just going to get audio from us from the rest of the show. So, Justice League Action is coming to Cartoon Network. A new Justice League show.
I don't know anything about this. Can somebody fill me in a little bit?
It's a new Justice League cartoon.
Think of like Young Justice, except actually the heroes are actually teenagers.
So hold on. My question is it an extension of a show that's already been done?
No, it's brand new show.
Brand new.
And they look young. They look like it looks like
Superman young.
Justice
Wonder Woman
League
young.
Let's go with me last.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Scott, awesome or lame Justice League Action coming to Cartoon Network.
Awesome, because Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are coming back.
That is also true. Kevin
Well, you
Conroy
gotta tell me shit like this. God.
I don't give a shit how they look. I'm a huge Justice League Unlimited fan.
So now my opinion has already changed again. God damn it.
And if anybody that Kevin Conroy is Batman, Mark Hamill's a Joker, I'll watch it every day. Give me as much as you can. This is awesome.
See, that was an important piece
it's
of
the most
information.
awesome.
Sorry, I left that part.
Yeah, that was a very important piece of information.
Ed, awesome or lame.
All right, this is fucking awesome. I am so excited now. My pants just got tight. All right, come on. Awesome. Devin?
I'm very mixed about this because one, this is another teenage superhero show that's coming to Cartoon Network again. We had Teen Titans. We had Young Justice, which is
amazing.
Exactly.
There's
now
very big petition to get Teen Titans to come back.
Yeah, but they got Teen Titans Go, so they got to deal with it.
Yeah. Teen Titans versus the Justice League is coming out in April. It's an animated movie.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool with that. Yep. All right. But now there's another one, but this is just the regular heroes younger. Like this is Superman younger, Batman younger, and Wonder Woman younger. So this is basically like the sort of Titans. And I'm kind of sick of it.
I think they can make it gritty, Dev.
No, they can make it gritty. Like,
so are you going lame?
I am going lame. I'm tired of it. I really am.
Devin, the hipster nerd,
I'm not
disagreeing with everyone tonight.
No, you agreed with me.
Like Scott said, in Conroy and Hamill, I trust.
It can't be bad.
It can't be bad. Like they wouldn't agree to do it.
That's why I'm going awesome because Conroy and Hamill are back. I mean, come on.
Batman animated series.
Especially how outspoken Mark Hamill has been about him being done. Like he wouldn't come back for something good. He said he'd come back to
he might not be the Joker.
It doesn't matter though.
He's gonna be the Joker.
No, he's kind of tired of it.
He said he wouldn't come back unless they did
exactly
just the same shit.
Right. He said he wouldn't come back unless they did the Killing Joke. All right. So that means right, but that means that this whatever concept it is that he will take part in was interesting enough for him to say.
All right, so that's it for today. If you are listening on SoundCloud or iTunes, thank you very much. Please check us out on YouTube. We are live every Friday night, 7 o'clock.
Who has anything better to do?
And guys,
again, or you can watch us afterward.
Guys, again, my little public service announcement. I am still fundraising to try and get to this half marathon that I'm doing next month. I will be running it dressed as the Flash. I have a helmet. Which somebody could toss to me. Somebody could toss to me with the helmet so you guys can see it.
Yes, random gentleman.
I will dress up as the Flash, and I'm going to run on the top. Marathon. 13.1 miles. I need.
Okay.
I will be dressed as the Flash.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. So yeah, if you guys, we will put the link in the information below, and even $5. Just put other amount, $5 donation. I will appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you. We are live every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out. If not, you can check us out after, or you can listen to us on iTunes and SoundCloud. And that is it for our show today. So please check back in with us next week. We will see you guys later. And good fight, good night.